few days earlier, a man was digging nonstop beside an abandoned wagon, as if searching for some kind of treasure. Suddenly, someone approached from a distance. The moment the man heard the sound of hooves, he spun around with his gun raised and took aim. But the uninvited guest didn't seem scared at all, so the man pulled the trigger and shot the rider off the horse. But when he walked over excitedly to check, the uninvited guest suddenly struck him head-on. She looked like nothing more than a woman, but out here in the lawless West, for a woman to wield a gun and fight this fiercely, she clearly carried a dark history. The cowgirl's name was Ellen. She'd been wandering around this western town for years. After passing a familiar cemetery, she returned to the place where she had lived as a child. When she saw the collapsed sheriff's office, her eyes filled with tears. Walking alone through the empty street, she felt the curious stares of the townsfolk on both sides. A long-haired woman dressed like a cowboy and smoking a cigar was a rare sight at the time. Noticing their unfriendly expressions, Ellen flashed the gun at her hip, then calmly walked into the saloon. But the bartender mistook her for a prostitute, spoke rudely to her, and even tried to throw her out. Ellen snapped. Why shouldn't a woman get basic respect? Furious, she kicked a chair straight into him, sending the bartender crashing onto the floor. And the next time she talked to him, his tone was suddenly much gentler. Then the saloon's resident tough guy made his entrance. His tall, sleek silhouette and eccentric patterned leather jacket made him stand out immediately. He struck a dramatic pose, then pulled out a deck of cards. Around here, if you didn't brag about your history and act tough, nobody respected you, but Ellen wasn't impressed. She merely shot back a mischievous look.
See, I put an ace in every time I kill him.
When she stepped outside for air, a young boy ran over to brush dust off her coat. Don't let his age fool you. The kid knew everything that went on in town. From him, Ellen learned that the entire town was controlled by a tyrant named John. His heavy taxes had crushed the townspeople, and across the street, John himself seemed to notice that Ellen was watching him. Just then, the boy sensed trouble brewing. Moments later, an escaped convict in prison garb rode into town. Scar, the infamous quick-draw gunslinger. After dismounting, Scar rushed into the saloon. Soon after, he kicked a man out the door. The terrified man tried to mount his horse and flee, but Scar casually walked outside and shot him dead.